days consecutively on Tuesday, I have been dropping the goods, okay? Just spilling the beans, how you can be successful as a tax deed and tax lien investor. And I know that you all are really, really enjoying Tax Deed Tuesdays, and you'll really look forward to it because I read your comments, your likes, your shares, your questions. People are scheduling their strategy sessions, all of those things. And we're getting on the phone and we're talking about it. And people are just really being blessed about it. So I'm just really excited. And I look forward to it just as much as you do. Okay. So today's Tax Deed Tuesday is really cool. So I have been receiving a lot of questions. At least there's a common question that everyone's asking when they get me on the phone when they schedule a strategy session. And that question is like, is this really a viable investment strategy, Jackie? Like, is tax deeds and tax liens even something that I should consider? And I'm like, are you kidding me? Of course it is. Compared to all the other different types of strategies out there. And I mean, you could do wholesaling, you could do fix and flip, like remodels. You could be a landlord, you can, rent properties, you can owner finance, you could do multifamilies, you could do mobile homes. I mean, you could do anything that you want to do. So there's no shortage of opportunities and strategies that's available to you. I just choose tax deeds because it's really cool. Now, I have invested and used multiple different strategies. So I'm well versed in advanced real estate investing strategies. And I chose tax deeds. Why? Because it's fun. And there's always something new and a new adventure, something new to learn. All right. And there is no shortage of opportunities. And what do I mean by that? Well, there's 3,141 counties and county equivalents across the United States. Okay. So if you're out there and you're of the mind that you don't have any opportunities, that you can't find a deal, okay, you might want to take a look at this strategy because there's no shortage of opportunities out here. As a matter of fact, there's just not even enough of us. And when I say us, I mean real estate investors and people willing to pay other people's property taxes, bring that current so that they can actually get the property. There's just not even enough of us out there. So that's the reason why I love it, because there's always opportunity no matter where you go. And I am going to prove it to you today. So, all right, so let's get into it. So today's Tax Deed Tuesday is all about the 3 reasons why real estate tax deed investing is such a cool opportunity and a cool strategy. All right, so reason number 1, all right, when you bid at the auction, guess what you don't need? You don't need a bank. Okay. You don't need any qualifying. So whether you have good credit, whether you have bad credit, whether you have no credit at all, you don't need to qualify for a mortgage, get a loan, do anything like that in order to participate and be successful at the auction. That's actually my number 1 favorite one. Now, tax deeds are a cash investment, so you do have to have some monies, but it's not a lot. You really don't have to start out with a lot of money. But my favorite reason for investing in tax deeds is the fact that I don't need a mortgage. I don't need to go qualify for nothing. I don't need to talk to any banker. And then coming from an ex-banker, like, this is a pretty big deal. All right. Many people, when they think about real estate investing, the first thing they ask themselves is, oh my gosh, I got to go qualify for a mortgage. I got to go apply for a loan and figure this thing out. Well, with tax deed strategy, you do not need to do that at all. Okay. All right. So let's move on to reason number 2 why I love it so much. Let's get it. All right, so reason number 2, no real estate license is required. You do not need to be licensed to be a tax deed or tax lien investors, okay? So what does that mean? If you are not the brightest bulb in the back, don't even worry about it. Because nor am I, all right? So you don't have to take any tests. You don't have to get any license. You don't need any special equipment. You don't need anything but yourself and a willing heart and a desire to learn the process of what it takes to be successful in this particular strategy. So no, you don't need a license. Everyone always asks that. Jackie, do I need a license to be a real estate investor? No, you don't need a license to be a real estate investor. Okay. I am a unlicensed. And when I say unlicensed, I mean happily unlicensed. I got many friends who are licensed, which is pretty cool, but I am happily unlicensed real estate investor. When I conduct a transaction or am part of a real estate transaction, in that transaction, I perform as the principal in that transaction, right? So I am intentionally making an offer for myself, buying an offer for myself, and pretty much representing myself in that offer. Okay. So you don't need to be licensed to do that. All right. Now, of course, you got to check with your states, but most times you don't need to be licensed. All right. So 9 out of 10 times, you don't need to be licensed to represent yourself. Just saying. Number 3, third reason why I love tax deed investing. Okay. So when you are successful at the auction, guess what you get? You get the deed. Hello. That means you get the ownership rights to that property. Like you literally are the owner, like for real. Like you own it. Not for real, not playing, not, oh, I'm gonna come back later and pick it up. No, like for real, take it home right now. This is yours, your property. All right. So that's what I love. So my students enjoy the benefits of tax deeds because they realize the power that they have in their hands to increase their net worth. You can buy a property for a couple $1,000s, right? For the delinquent real estate taxes, yet still that property may be worth tens or maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean, how many of those deals do you have to do to increase your net worth and like get to your financial goal in a really short period of time? So that's the reason why I love tax deed investing, because you actually get the property, you get the deed is transferred over to you. All right. So you are watching the Jackie Jackson on Tax Deed Tuesday, and our lesson for today is the 3 reasons why tax deed investments are so great. All right. So, I couldn't just leave it at 3. I got a whole list of reasons why tax deed investing is so advantageous for either new investors, intermediate, or experienced investors. People who are super successful understand the value that this particular strategy carries. So I did a bonus reason. Let's get it. So bonus reason number 4, you don't need a lot of money to get started. Like for real. Like you really don't need a lot of money to get started. Like every time I tell people this, they just their eyes glaze over, they roll their eyes a little bit, kind of even talk amongst themselves under their breath and yeah, right, Jackie. I heard, I seen it. I see you need hundreds of thousands of dollars in renovation costs and you need money for this and money for that. I'm like, where are you guys getting this information? I need you guys to stop watching all these crazy infomercials at the middle of the night. Like for real. So you don't need a lot of money to get started. And that's one of my favorite reasons why tax deed and tax lien investing is a really great way to enter into the marketplace as an investor, even if you're new and you're just starting out. Okay. So these are the reasons why I love it. You don't need a bank loan. All right. That was reason number 1. Number 2, you also don't need to be licensed. All right. You don't need to be licensed. And what was it? Let's see. You don't need to be licensed. You don't need to have a lot of money to get started. Right. That was one of our reasons there before. Let's go back a little bit. All right. And you get the property. That's right. How could I ever forget? You get the actual property. It's yours. Hot dog. Okay. You get to go home, put that deed in your safe, and be like, yeah, I'm a property owner. I mean, it just don't get no better. So this is Tax Deeds Tuesday. 3 reasons real estate tax deeds are a great investment with your girl, the Jackie Jackson. All right. So of course, there's so many people that always want to talk to me, which is awesome, which is fine. I love it. I love having these strategy sessions, and it's just a really great opportunity to connect with you. So take advantage. Okay. All you got to do is go to go.oncehub.com/the Jackie Jackson, and then you get connected with me. It's really simple. All you have to do is select a time that is convenient for you. If you find an open slot on my calendar, that means that I'm available to talk to you at that time. So that's all you got to do is just click the link and schedule a free strategy session with me. All right. I look forward to it. So this is me. real estate investing. This is what I do all day long. And this is an image of me and one of my students doing one of my 3-day boot camps. It's pretty fun, cool, just sitting, talking to her, and just really, getting the mind shift ready to experience what is available to you in the world of real estate investing. All right. So again, want to learn more about how you can get started in real estate investing? All you have to do is go to thejackyjackson.com. You can schedule a strategy session with me there directly, and my calendar is right on my website. So I look forward to talking to you guys really, really soon. All right. So what we're going to do at this particular time, because I know someone out there is like, yeah, right, Jackie, you said that I don't need a lot of money to get started. Well, you don't. So I am going to just show you one of the states. I'm going to go to Alabama, the state of Alabama. Why? I don't know. I just chose it. Why not? There's 50 states, right? So Alabama is a lien state, a tax lien state, but it's a really cool state. And I'm going to tell you why it is shortly, all right? So just hold on one second. We are going to go together to Alabama. Y'all want to go to Alabama? I do. Sweet home Alabama. All right. So let's go to Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. And I chose Alabama because this is one of the states that actually has all of their information accessible, really easily and readily available, digestible bits and pieces of information. I love it. So you could be anywhere in the world and take advantage of Alabama's offering when it comes on to their tax lien certificates and tax deeds. Okay, so where we are right now is on Alabama Department of Revenue. And why did I come to Alabama Department of Revenue? Well, of course, strategies, right? So you can see it says right here, tax delinquent properties for sale search. How cool is that? So it's not a mystery. This is where we are. We're looking at tax delinquent properties in the state of Alabama. So the counties in the state of Alabama, and Alabama, I believe, has 67 counties. They host their tax lien auctions, right? Like they normally do. And you can participate in the auctions directly with each individual county if that's what you desire. Now, the tax liens that do not get sold or are not sold, better grammar, are not sold at the county level, it's turned over to Alabama Department of Revenue. So they kind of have like a central process where the state of Alabama keeps all of the over-the-counter certificates and then sells them and offers them to the public. The public can literally make an offer for any of their properties. So we're at the Alabama Department of Revenue because this is where the public can come to get access to these tax delinquent properties. All right. I lost my train of thought for a second. I don't know why. There was like a mosquito. I apologize. Anyway, so the way how this site works here, you can essentially select what county you want, from A all the way to Z. There's no county that starts with Z in Alabama and ends at W, but you get what I'm saying. So in alphabetical order, you can pretty much choose whatever county you want to. So let's go, I don't know, Montgomery. That's right, Montgomery, Alabama is a pretty common place. Let's go to Montgomery, Alabama. And we'll select search. Okay, perfect. So now we're looking at Montgomery County in Alabama. All right. So remember I told you that it was just, to get started, it doesn't have to be a piggy bank breaker or anything like that. I wanted you to just see it for yourself. Okay. Now, what you'd have to do is do your research. Of course, you got to do your due diligence, all that cool information. But I really brought you here to show you some stuff. Show you some really cool information here. All right. So what you're looking at is from left to right is the case number, the county, the document number, the parcel ID for that property, the year it was sold, the assessed value, the opening bid, the owner's name, and the legal description of the property. So what you do is you just go through this list and, find some properties that you're interested in, and then you do a continued research. So what I want to show you, take a look at this one, $271, and the property is worth $6,500. Now you may be saying, oh my gosh, Jackie, that doesn't seem like it's a, you know, it's like, okay, I'm not going to be a millionaire off of 6,500. But the point here is you can start acquiring and adding to your real estate portfolio for just a couple $100. Okay, the same amount of money you spend on your cell phone, you could be buying yourself some properties. That's the point I was trying to make to you. And if this county doesn't do it for you, let's go to a different one. Let's go to Mobile, Alabama. Let's check them out. Ooh, I see one. So this one here is I'm gonna highlight it if I can. I don't know if I can, but this one here. All right. So $1,156.98. Okay, and it's worth $22,000, and that's just the assessed value from the county. That doesn't mean that that's the market value of that property. So how many of these properties do you need to do in order to meet your financial goal? I mean, think about it. The difference between this here, this $1,156 is opening bid here, right? What the state of Alabama, I should say rather, is selling it for is $22,000. That's like a $20,000, almost a $20,000 like difference, like literally, right? 5 of those is $100,000. I don't know how many of you could say I could increase my net worth by $100,000 just by going over some properties on the internet. This one here is $944.24, and it's worth $15,100, right? So let's keep going. $523, $8,700. It's a couple of them. Now you got to be careful. Take a look at this guy. So the delinquent taxes that needs to be collected is $6,349, and its assessed value is only $760. Obviously, that math does not work. Right? So not everything on this list, you just have to do your due diligence, which is really, really important in order for you to be successful with this strategy. But the point I'm trying to make here is that you could really, really increase your net worth and really reach your financial freedom goals in a really short period of time by just doing some simple due diligence, which is what I share and teach people how to do, right? So let's go to the next list. Ooh, what's else is happening on here? Let's see. Ooh, so $957, $13,000, not bad. So what I normally do is just kind of eyeball it a little bit and then identify the ones that I would be interested in actually going back and doing further research on. And the way how you would actually make an offer on these available properties to the state of Alabama is you would select or click on the case number, which is a hyperlink. And then you just fill out this information right here. That's all you would do. Just fill out the information. That's it. And then submit. And once you hit submit, then the state of Alabama is going to follow up with you, and they're going to give you some further instructions, and then they'll let you know if you were successful in your bidding or not. Okay, let's do another one. Where's Jackson, Alabama? What's over there? I don't even know where Jackson, Alabama is. Now you see, this county doesn't have a lot of delinquency, at least not on the list for this county with the state of Alabama. So you just go, you just choose the counties that works best for you. How about Atuga? I don't know where Atuga is. Does anybody know where Atuga? See, Atuga has no matches. How cool. Let's see, Baldwin. Ooh, Baldwin got some information here. Now, remember I said 3,141 counties, right? So there's a lot to be said. This is just one state, and we just clicked on a couple of counties. There's 50 states, right? And there's so many, over 3,000, like literally over 3,000 different counties that all have opportunities in there for tax liens and for delinquent tax deeds. So I love this strategy because, like I said, you don't have to have a lot of money to get started, and it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. So, don't knock it until you try it. It's not really that complicated to get started. As you saw, like, you don't necessarily need a lot of money to get started. Some of the properties were in the hundreds of dollars, and some of the properties were actually like less than $50. Like, seriously. So if you thought that you were incapable of learning real estate investing and really being successful at it, you were absolutely wrong. There's nothing to be afraid of, to be honest with you. And I think that's really what stops a lot of people is fear of like the unknown. But if you have somebody that's guiding you and showing you how to do it and teaching you how to do it, then that education is worth its weight in gold because it'll pay you over and over and over and over again. Does that make sense? I'm so excited and happy that you guys stuck with me here on this Tax Tea Tuesday. And I really, really look forward to your questions as well as your comments. And I will see you next week. Tuning out. The Jackie Jackson. I'm going to go buy some properties right now. Talk to y'all later. Bye.